Guys, welcome back with the Plat. Someone said my singing voice is wonderful, so I got to give it to you. Guys, it is here. Summerfest is officially here. You can look at his background. You can even see it. Look at there might be a new unit there in the back. This is the biggest, most incredible, amazing event we have ever gotten in Dragon Quest. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do that for too long. I'll be honest. Summerfest is here. A little bit of a lackluster event. Now, before I go into telling you everything there, I just want to get that out of the way first, but also I'm not going to bash it too hard, as it is still an event and it's cool, but whatever. But this is like the second event that came out in Japan, and it seems like we just got the exact same thing Japan got, but they got it in like around their second month, and we're getting around our 5th month. So everything is dated. This feels like a Dragon Quest 1 event, like an old event, not up to par with what our current events have been. In terms of content and stuff. So just be prepared for that going in. There's only about an hour of story stuff to do. And well, here, I can't ignore these anymore, right? Let me grab that. Ooh, 15, let's do that. There we go, yum. All right, thank you. Oh God, we got this whole thing now. I shouldn't have clicked it, it's a trap. That's how they get you. All right, there we go. Thank you. All right, so what is in the event? Really, there's not a whole lot, so let's just go over it really quick. The event is giving us this new segment here, the normal mode and normal boss battle. The normal boss battle gives you not much, you know, it's kind of this, I think you get like an icon or something and like a weapon. So you're getting this normal mode, which is going to give you cool. It's like, hey, cool, you get gems and you have a chance to farm this weapon. You have a chance to farm this ghost. But then you get to hard. So there's normal and hard. There's not very hard like there has been in the past. And not only is there not very hard, hard doesn't even give you gems. That is very frustrating. 0 gems on hard in this event. The clear rewards, not only do you not get any for clearing, you don't get any for the stage missions. They only give you some more medals. So that's kind of lame. All right, already straight out the gate. So what are you getting? You're getting 20 stages total, or actually 22 stages, right? There's 11 stages on normal and hard. 22 stages, 11 of which will grant you gems. You get a couple boss fights, but then we're getting 2 new grindable weapons, a grindable A unit, and a new banner, and some event quests, right? The event quests are kind of nice. We already did the event missions. Sorry. Let's go to the swap shop. So sorry. We'll get there in 1 second. We get the event missions. And there's nothing like crazy here, right? It's kind of what you're used to. You're going to get some money, which is nice. You're going to get some gems. You're going to get some extra weapons. Hard, normal 6 5 times. Normal 10 5 times. So you're going to get, you know, a couple of the extra copies of the free farmable A unit. A couple copies extra of the weapon. You're going to get some gems. You're going to get some money. It's okay. It's not great, but it's fine. You might get some stamina herbs as well. Throughout it. I don't know all the rewards. Outside of that, we're just getting a shop, and the shop is okay. The shop actually comes with 10 poles in it, which is pretty good. You'll see right down here, I already got them. So you get 10 poles. It's 150, it's 1,500 gems total, 1,500 whatever. So by clearing the story, you're instantly going to get the poles, no problem. You are going to have to keep grinding it to get your iridescent orb. Guys, you know how rare these are. Get the iridescent orb. 10 stamina herbs is nice. The beast fragments and undead fragments are actually probably the most exciting thing in the store besides the orb, which has to be there. The scrolls are bad. So overall, it's not a very good store. Like, the store is pretty lackluster. It's like reasonable, but it's like kind of lackluster. You know, we're gonna get some money. We get some cool free tomes. Like, you get stuff, but it's nothing. Like, there's only 2 irises. That's not enough to bring an A unit to A6. There should have been like 20 irises at least in the store, honestly. 2 irises is a little ridiculous, and 1 orb I think is ridiculous as well. However, there is a social media event going on. I already made another video about it. I'm going to make another video once I actually know what the fuck's going on and see what we have to do to get it done. Outside of that, so we got farmable A unit, 2 farmable weapons. We got some gems and a kind of lackluster store, and we have a new banner. Now, I'm not going to lie. The banner is... I am going to just say in this video, I'm going to do another video on it, going over the units specifically. I'm going to give each of them a unit review. But I am going to say, do not pull on this banner. In my opinion, I do not think it is worth the value. I think both these units are not worth the money. Really quick to go over why. Tortured Soul is like a cool spellcaster, blah, blah, blah. But what are his attacks? He's got Crackle, he's got Sizzle. Guess what? We've got Sizzle users. We've got Crackle users. We don't need this guy. His HP is at 372. He's got no HP, apparently. So like the attack doesn't matter. His wisdom isn't even that high. I mean, he'll hit the wisdom cap, which is fine. It doesn't matter. But the point is, like, Sizzle and Crackle. When you're a spellcaster, what matters is your abilities. And now, if this was a free A unit, I'd say this is pretty good. You know, it's another way to get this down so you can have some redundancy, you know, based on weaknesses and resist. Like, being immune to paralysis might be good. Paralysis Frizz is even extra strong paralysis. I'm joking. That's clearly a typo. Don't know why it always shows up. But that's not good. You would never pay for this unit. This unit's not good enough to pay for. And the issue with Juliante is great. She's a fantastic unit. The issue is she's a bang type physical user that is significantly worse than Sorrow, who is currently an active banner. She's an active banner until July 1st, and Sorrow is an active banner. Let's take a look. How long is Sorrow an active banner for? Sorry, till June 28th. So there's only like a 3-day period or 2 or 3 day period where like you're not gonna be able to get Sorrow, but you will be able to get Juliante. So just if you're gonna pull on Juliante, you should be pulling on Sorrow. The A unit's not worth pulling for, so you don't want to get that. And yeah, Juliante is like cool, and she's good, but she's not like, the thing is, she is directly competing for a spot that this also the best unit in the entire game is competing for, a bang physical user, which is Sorrow. She is going for the same spot. She's a bang physical user. Her HP is half of what Sorrow gets, almost. Her attack is lower than what Sorrow gets. Her movement is worse. Her range is worse. Her potencies are worse. Her weight is less. That's the benefit. But she does basically nothing better than Sorrow. All right. So there's literally no reason to pull for this unit at all. It's like a Dread Dragon kind of banner. It just like, but it's like if we didn't have Sorrow in the game, she'd be a much better unit. But we have Sorrow in the game at this point. So on month 2, this unit would have been great. At month 5, almost month 6, there's no reason. Now she does have a cool unique ability, raise the attack of all units in an area of effect for 3 turns. So she has an AoE including self of an attack raise. That's cool, but you're only going to use it on turn 1. And if you are using it on multiple turns, very rarely is this actually going to hit like 3 units and be really good. Excuse me. It's like, this is her best ability for sure, and it's good. And if you get her 0 Awakening, she'll be just as good at doing this. So if you get one of her from the guaranteed paid banner, or you just use the tickets and you get one, you've basically got a max Awakening one, because she's already going to be as good as she's going to be with this ability. Now, I do think Fireworks is a pretty cool ability. Again, range 1 to 2. I'm not going to go into a unit review. Point is, she's cool, and you shouldn't feel bad for getting her. She's not a bad unit, but she's just a worse Sorrow, which Sorrow currently exists in the game. So it's not like Sorrow's gone and she's here. It's like, if you miss Sorrow, you might want to use this as a bang physical user. It's like, no. Sorrow's here also right now. And Rhinoceros Axe is better than this other A unit. So what are you going to do? So outside of that, that's the entire event. Not much else to say. Vendor Ghost, you know what? Let's take a look. The item, we'll take a quick look at the item. Vendor Ghost and his special item. I'm still ranking mine up. Obviously, the event's been live for fucking 2 hours at the time of recording this or something like that. Let's go see Vendor Ghost. He's an A rank. He's got funny glasses. He definitely stands out as a bit sillier of a monster. We won't equip his thing yet. So far he's only level 33. We can't actually look at his stats, and I can't look at him maxed out because he's not in that shop. But he is a Zamel user. He's going to be the strongest Zamel user in the game, or he's going to be tied for the best Zamel user in the game. Maybe even higher. Look at his first awakening, Zamel potency plus 10. So he's getting 10, 15, he's getting a 20% Zamel potency upgrade, 22%. So let's take a look at the other 2 main Zamel users people use. The other 1 best Zamel user in the game, which is Bone Baron. So he's going to be tied with Bone Baron for Zamel. All right. And this guy also has Swoosh. So him and Bone Baron both have 4 movement, both have Zamel. So who's going to have the better stats? I don't know. But they're going to do the same amount of Zamel damage, which is good. But it is worth mentioning that the damage is going to be the same between the 2. So he's not that like vital of a unit. However, He does have this other thing that if you don't want swoosh, because he doesn't have swoosh, he just has whoosh, which is garbage. You're never going to use that, very rarely anyway. He does have this thing called Goodnight Lantern, which occasionally stuns and lowers defense of all enemies in an area, and the defense debuff lasts for 3 turns. So this is an interesting unit where you could use him to try to stun and lower defensive units. So he could use as a support unit, and then if he gets the defense lowered, then you can go in with other units, you know, obviously physical attackers. And this guy still has Zamel on the back burner. So this is, I actually like that he has this Zamel and this ability more than having swoosh and Zamel. Because if you need both swoosh and Zamel in a fight, you'll bring Bone Baron. If this guy had swoosh and Zamel as well, they'd be a redundant unit. But now if you only need Zamel, this is another very interesting way, especially on things like, if there's other units, you know, like Sorrow, for example. If you were fighting Sorrow, like, you don't want to use magic attack against him because he bounces them. So this could be a magic user that could help debuff things. I don't know, like, this is a good ability. So you get this guy. I'll do a full unit review on him once he's fully awake and maxed out. Sorry, let's take a look at his weapon. His weapon is very good, and even better, it's very good for everybody. Everyone that wants to use it. It is, I haven't fully upgraded it yet, but it is a passive Zam spell. It's a good amount of wisdom and passive Zam spell potency. Can I take a look at this? I need to re-roll it sometimes, but if you look here, actually, you know what? We can come right here. Sorry, duh. This video is already too long, but whatever. Fuck it. We're gonna go. Let's take a look at both weapons really quick. One good weapon, one not so good weapon, in my opinion. So Zamel potency, and we can see here, if you got incredibly lucky, you can get another 9%. You're probably not. You're probably going to stick with an extra 2%. Maybe you'll get a 3%, some wisdom, and maybe a brilliant. I think brilliant's totally fine because you're usually using this when you're going to be getting brilliant hits anyway. Not always, but a lot of times you're going to bring a Zamel user when they're weak to Zamel, not when they're resistant to it or even normal to it. So I don't think brilliant is that bad. I know some people thought it was bad. I think it's pretty good. So this is great. You know, Zamel potency, this is going to make Zamel much stronger. We need help on the Zam spell front because there's no A rank Zam spell right now. So this will help boost that damage a little bit in fights that are weak against Zam. And this other one is just like, it's not a bad weapon. It's a Juliante weapon, and I don't want Juliante personally, so I don't know what it's good for. Now the physical potency 2%, that's cool. But then it's like bang type physical potency, bang type physical potency. So it's all bang type physical potency, except for the Summer Dragon Dance, which is her special move. So like, you're kind of going to want attack on this. Maybe HP. You know, it's not, it does have a plus 43 HP thing here. So getting getting 120 HP on this thing is probably the best way to go. Because if you can get 22 attack passively, and you can get 2% physical potency and 120 HP, that's looking like a pretty good weapon. But there's not a lot of good rolls. Like the rainbow rolls are pretty bad. You don't really care about bang type physical potency because you already got Sorrow Claws in the game, and I have 150 Sorrow Claws still. So if you don't have Sorrow Claws, this could be pretty good. If you already have Sorrow Nails, this is probably not so good. And that's basically it. You know, we got the banner, we got the grindable unit, we got a couple weapons, so it's all cool stuff. Only one orb, incredibly disappointing. Hopefully we get a second orb somehow. There is a social media event going on, starting, I guess, the day this video comes out. I'll let you know more about that when I know more about that. So we're going to try to get our second orb that way. But yeah, that's it. It's a little bit of a lackluster event, not as expansive and big as the other events, but we already saw on the time, on the map, it was like a little event. It wasn't like a big, this is like a 2-week event, not a month-long event, basically. And the 6-month anniversary will be starting in a couple weeks. So this is kind of like a tie you over until the big content update is coming. And it is still nice. This isn't like a shitty event. It's fun. It only takes like an hour to complete the stuff. So we're going back to grinding mostly. But honestly, just start gathering resources, gather all the gems you can, save your gems, save your resources, get ready for that 6-month anniversary. Try not to spend all your gems on stamina refreshes. I think you can easily farm this event to get all the things you need by the end of it. And anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'm out. Hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.